Okay, good evening, everybody, and welcome to the General Services Committee of the 9th of February 2021. Due to the government's guidance on social distancing and the COVID-19 virus, this meeting will not be held in open for members and for members of the public to attend. Arrangements have been made for the press and public to watch the meeting live through the Council's online webcast channel, which is www.thurrock.gov.uk/webcast. As we go through the meeting, it will become clear that we may need to exclude the press and public in relation to our deliberations, and obviously we'll take a vote on that as we get to that particular item or items. So moving on to item 1, apologies for absence. Matt, have we got apologies for absence?
Yes, we do, Chair. I've had apologies from Councillor Hebb, and Councillor Johnson is substituting for him tonight.
Thank you for that, Matt, and I'm sure members that are not already here may well join us as we go through the meeting. Move to item 2, the minutes of the previous meeting, General Services meeting held on the 19th of January, which are pages 5 to 8. Do I have a seconder for those? Waiting for a seconder. Thanks, Fraser. Any comments on the accuracy of the minutes of that meeting? None. In that case, I'll move those as being agreed. Are those agreed? Thank you very much. Moving on to item 3, items of urgent business. I've received no indication of any items of urgent business for this meeting this evening. Now moving on to item 4, declarations of interest. Are there any declarations of interest in relation to the matters that are in front of us this evening? I see shaking of heads or nothing, which is absolutely fine. And before I move on to the exclusion of the press and public, can I just confirm that members have got the pack of information from HR that arrived yesterday and have got access to that? Yeah, I'm seeing that, and thanks for that. Thanks. Councillor Ken?
I've got to say, it's really difficult receiving a pack of papers at gone 5 o'clock the night before the meeting. I haven't had time to go through them in any detail whatsoever. Can I ask why that was so late coming out?
Thank you for that, Councillor Ken. Michaela?
Yeah, of course. My apologies that they came out late. Unfortunately, we were coordinating the long listing pack, so the permanent advert for the AD of housing only closed on Friday. So we were working with the agency to try and pull that report together as quickly as we could. The timetable is quite challenging for the permanent recruitment, so I was endeavouring to get all the papers out in one go together, hence why they came late yesterday.
Thank you, Michaela. Councillor Ken, is there anything you want to come back on before we move?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but if we knew that the advert closed on Friday, then why was this meeting set for Tuesday? You know, it's just really not appropriate.
Michaela?
I think Jackie might want to come in on that one, Chair.
Yes, sorry, Jackie. Yeah, but your position in my screen changed, so I just actually saw where Michaela was at and a hand go up, and I didn't check that you'd changed places. So, Jackie?
Yeah, it's just the whole timetable for this recruitment is really challenging because we need to get the permanent appointment, in a position to be approved by council in February. This was the change to the constitution, obviously, that all ADs and director roles go to council. But to actually fit that in the timetable, we have got a really challenging process to actually deliver. I'm assuming all the other dates are in people's diaries, but we have to go through long listing, technical interviews, shortlisting, and then actually conduct the interviews in advance of the recommendation going to council. So absolutely apologies, but there was very little sort of flexibility in relation to how we managed that process to get to council.
Thank you, Jackie. So with that, I'm going to move on to exclusion of the press and public from the remainder of the meeting. As outlined in the agenda, members are asked to consider whether to exclude the press and public from the meeting during the consideration of the agenda items on the grounds that it involves and is likely to disclose exempt information as specified in Part 1 of Schedule 12A of the Local Government Act 1972, or it being confidential for the purposes of Section 100A, open bracket, 2, close bracket of that Act. Are we happy to go into exempt session? I've got 2 nods, 3 nods. I'm happy with that. So with that, we'll move into exempt session.